You're keeping tabs on me.
No, I'm not. I'm just... call it professional curiosity.
What profession would that be?
I'm a lawyer.
I've never been to this place before. I miss Becky's Diner.
Me too. Yeah, I don't make it to Hell's Kitchen much these days.
Neither do I. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
Welcome back. That was a peek at an all-new season of Marvel's Daredevil. Season 3 ended with this epic showdown, but of course there is much more to come, and the Daredevil himself is with us today. As we count down to the next installment of the series, please help us welcome to the studio, Charlie Cox. Your American accent is good.
Yeah, thank you. I have to work really hard on that. That's one of those things that takes a lot of time. For me, at least, not for everyone.
It kind of threw me off guard because we were just talking to you, and then you hear American accent. Yeah. I'm like, whoa. So when we last saw Daredevil, you sort of made this truce with your nemesis. Like,
yes.
Is that for real? Like, real?
As real as it can be in the MCU. There's always, we're always going to rub each other up the wrong way, I think, a bit. Yeah, I mean, look, I think with my character, especially with Matt Murdock, he's a Catholic. He's very religious, so he's all about forgiveness. Where possible.
It's needed. It's needed. Yeah. We should also welcome you to the Disney family.
Thank you.
Daredevil is a part of the Marvel universe. What can we expect for it to be different, or is there anything different about it?
Yes, I mean, look, it will be slightly different. We've got a new showrunner, a new creative team in many departments. Obviously, we brought back some of the team from before. It's still very dark, very violent, very gritty, which I think is what the fans like about our show. But it has some new elements, and tonally it'll be a slight difference.
Do you think that there's any chance that there'll be like some Avenger crossover?
Oh man, I get asked this. I get so nervous about this question. Now that Daredevil and Fisk and these characters, now that we are in the MCU proper, there is always that possibility. And we have, of course, crossed over and done some things. Vincent was in Hawkeye and Echo. I was in She-Hulk and Spider-Man, and so we have done it. So hopefully those possibilities will remain.
I suspect we'll be seeing you back here. You're also your TV nemesis. Vincent D'Onofrio is going to be with us tomorrow in the show.
Oh, is he? He's coming here. Oh, great.
He is in the show. He's in the movie. He's very evil, right? Essentially, he's everything about that. Is he like that in real life?
Yes. Very well cast. Yeah. He's delightful. He's lovely. We have such a good time. It's funny because we are kind of the co-leads of the show, but because of the nature of our relationship, we actually don't have many scenes together. And over the course of 4 or 5 seasons, we've probably only had 5 or 6 scenes. So we really relish the opportunity. The scene they just played there is like one of the only ones in this new season that we had together. So it's a lot of fun.
I feel like when you're a kid, you dream of being a superhero when you grow up. Like, did you imagine? Is this everything you imagined being a superhero would be?
It kind of is, and it's kind of so much more actually. I mean, I didn't grow up on comic books at all, but I was aware of Spider-Man, of course, and Batman, and some of the iconic superheroes. What's great about this job for me is as an actor, I get to have all the kind of childlike fun of the stunts and the action sequences. But then, over the course of an 9-episode season, there's lots of really great acting scenes, with Deborah and all the other characters. So it's kind of the best of both worlds in that regard.
You must get hurt. It looks like it's painful sometimes.
It's painful sometimes. It's really, it takes its toll on your body. And when we started the last season, it had been almost 10 years since we'd started the first season, and I remember thinking early on, I was like, oh yeah, my body is not what it was when I was 30. I feel my knees way more when I crouch.
That's when you start making noises sitting down.
Totally.
How do you do it all? Because you have kids, you're married, it's a lot to juggle, I imagine.
Yeah, so when we're filming, it's a pretty intense schedule, because whenever I'm either filming or I'm learning a stunt sequence or I'm working on my accent, the character's also visually impaired, and that takes a lot of preparation. I tend to be really good at not working when I'm not doing this show, so I get loads of time with my family, my kids then, and we travel for the summer holidays. We're going to see my family in Europe and stuff like that. So,
well, congratulations
on
all of it. So lovely to have you here today.
Likewise.
Charlie Cox, thank you for being with us. And Daredevil Born Again launches on Disney Plus March